Buy this. I'm at 6. And we are live on YouTube. Yes. Buy this. I'm at 6. Mute. There we go. You guys should be able to see the video on YouTube. If you could report back, that'd be awesome. Let me know in the Zoom chat if you can see it. You should be able to go live on YouTube. I'm buying right here. I'll take one more. So now I'm at 8. Yes. It is streaming on YouTube as I'm recording in the chat. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So there'll be about 30 minutes of recording published live. Sweet. This is awesome. Perfect. There seems to be maybe 2 seconds or 3 seconds of delay from what I can see. News just came out. This is the crude oil inventory. Perfect. So if we can recycle the rest of these trades, I think we'll have had a pretty good day. Bring this to 10 o'clock. Need a yellow line over here. And I'll move this one back to 8. Oh. Right. So the whole strategy revolves around measuring standard deviations and then expecting standard deviations in the future. And so within those standard deviations, we yield a potential average. And we tend to repeat that process over and over and over. And then within the platform, within this platform, you can set up copy services and stuff like that. So you don't have to limit yourself to just trading one account at once. You can replicate your efforts. Just don't push the outer limits, right? Don't try and make a new world record. Because if today is your bad day, you're replicating your bad day. This is awesome. It's actually working. Yay. All right, let's recycle this if we get a chance. There we go. And red candle. We need to see a red candle or a pullback like that. Nice little retracement. A nice little wick. Can we retrace? I close a couple more and then retrace. Close a couple more and retrace. Repeat the same process over and over and over. Red candle. 1, 2. A little more, a little more. We're just looking to make slightly higher high right here. One extra pip would close 3 or 4 trades here. It would be awesome. There we go. There's one. We're going up the ladder. We fulfill the average daily range. Everything here is quite normal. If we take a peek at the dollar index, the dollar index is coming off the highs as a result of the recent news event. Yields are at critical support. That's an important thing to look for right here. We have to monitor this and see what comes out of this the next day or so. It should be on a 4-hour. There we go. Let's see a little pullback here, some kind of a retracement. Couple of wicks would be nice. And just a little. Red candle. One. Oh shit, wrong button. I sold instead of buying. Let's close this one. I close in profit. There you go. Let's zoom in so I can actually see. Yeah. Half a pip profit. Testing, testing, see if we can make a new high. It should be pretty easy considering the average range is not even 50 pips. And 48. What are we at right now? We are currently at 32, 33. We're almost there. I'm stoked. This is exciting. I'm live on YouTube. Love it. It's a first for everything. Red candle. Let's recycle. Let's make money from a dumpster fire. Yeah. All of this for demonstration, right? I'm just some dude on the internet showing you how I do it. Take from this whatever you want. Another red candle, another buy. Ooh, nice. And now I wait. And so if we, let's say, assume this is a bottom right here and readjust the boxes to capture the most recent swing high, or sorry, swing low. We just moved up 2 boxes from the most recent swing low. It's expected that we keep going through the boxes, right? So let's see if we can make our way up here. And if we do, then the expectation is that we find our way up to here somewhere. Right. Another, what do I have? 6? No, I'm enough. I have enough. I can't wait. I can wait. I can wait. See, back to support.
Bank of Canada's Macklin says the path of any future interest rate cuts are likely to be gradual.
If you can afford to take a click in this area here, would be a good spot for it. I'm waiting to see if we make our way to the bottom box. Then I'll put another 4 clicks in there. Holy, phone's going nuts today. A little bit more. Will we get it? One, two. The edge of the box. The edge of the box has the highest probability for the bounce.
Bank of Canada's Macklin says we don't need to move lock and step with the US Federal Reserve.
Right, there's the bounce. Let's see if we can get at least two pips out of this. If we wait longer, maybe we can get 3, 4, 5, 10, 12 pips. We're just trading a probability.
Fitch says we expect China's new home sales value to decline by 15 to 20% to 8.3 trillion Chinese yuan to 8.8 trillion Chinese yuan in 2024.
So this opens us up to 4 more clicks. Right? A new box. We're at support or approaching support. Let's take one. And if we must, we will take one over here. And then maybe again somewhere here. And the bottom of the box. We are operating up to 2 hours worth. The same thing we did on the first drop, the first leg down. We built a position on the way down and it paid us on the way up. We're building another position on the way down, testing support along the way. And when we do find that support the market is looking for, we get
Fitch says
paid.
signs of stabilization in China's secondary home market have diminished, with asking prices maintaining a downward trajectory.
There we are. This is not something we see very often. Red, 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 red. 11 pips worth. Approaching support.
Bank of Canada's Rogers says there's a pent-up demand in the housing market.
This is where you want to take another trade if you can, right in that zone. Right there. Boom. We're just testing support, testing an assumption, right? We're assuming support is near here. And we test an assumption with small amounts of money. And then eventually, when we find what we're looking for, our tests pay off. So it's this having to postpone gratification that's difficult for a lot of people. And they expect to get paid immediately. In reality, floating a little bit of drawdown is normal. You must have open trades to close them in profit. They don't necessarily all go directly to the target as soon as you open it. Right? There's the other click we want to be taking. Okay. And all I'm trying to do is spread my risk evenly and keep this white line within reach. Okay. The white line is 1 box away right now. Just for the sake of argument, if this is a low and I put my box on here, my break even is just on the outside of the box. I don't need the market to go very far. So let's keep it the way it was so I don't lose track of where I am. We're still testing the trend line. There. There is a possibility we break lower and go lower. Let's check this on the intermediate time frame. There's an hourly. Let's see the 4 hours. I'm curious to see what the 4 hours will look like. There's the 4 hour. The bottom is holding so far. We have a higher high, and we've been coming down for 3 hours or 2 hours. And there's still 2 hours left to this candle. How big is it? 3 boxes. Nothing says we can't go back up for the remaining 2 hours. The trend line comes from over here. This low, and we bounced off it this morning. Right. When I'm looking at the really big picture, the weekly, today is Wednesday, day 3. We've got 90 pips out of a potential 124. I think this is going up. So let's go back to the 5 minutes and see how we behave around the ladder that we drew. Right, so we draw this ladder every day. With our mind's eye, it's just a way of anticipating the next move. Right? The lines are static. We're just watching the price come to and from.
Bank of Canada's Macklin says so far it's looking like a soft landing for the economy.
I'll take this away because it kind of bugs me. I prefer horizontal lines. So if you have a click or two to spare, right? At some point, I don't think this is going to the South Pole. I think this is looking for some kind of support. And I'm thinking we may find it in this area. And so if we find support in this area, there's a probability that we go back up, maybe make a higher high still. We have to see what happens at the low and how we behave here. This is where the boxes come in, right? We can measure things. We can measure average moves and understand when things are beyond average. Let's double check the box to make sure. It's a little shy in time.
There is room for the economy to grow faster than potential for a period.
My box was 5 minutes shy. That's okay. The actual size of the box has a lot less to do than your behavior with the box. Right, so this right there has a lot of people panicking, right? Oh my God, we got to sell, we got to sell. That's okay. The best part with trading is anything can happen. I could be totally wrong, and this thing just flops, and we end up having to fix a great big mess. No, if we're worried about a great big mess, and losing money, then we're in the wrong business. All right, top of the hour. The London fix should be coming in about 3 minutes. Curious to see how much of this we'll get. Come on. Give me 4 boxes. I'm daydreaming. The potential is there.
And Macklem says we still need restrictive monetary policy.
But we need a catalyst. Right? We need a catalyst to find our way and make a higher high. Not to worry. This morning, I played in the same area, about 5 o'clock my time. It's about 7 o'clock New York time. Did the exact same thing I'm doing now. Right? So I'm repeating the same process twice and a third time now. As we speak, I'm recycling my trades for a third time with the same bias in mind. Right? So if we measure from this high to this low, we were unable to fulfill the box. Right? So let's see if we fulfill the box. If we do not fulfill the box, this is now a new low, and we're trying to go back up.
Macklem says quantitative tightening
Right,
is likely to end when the balance sheet normalizes.
We are measuring this right now. Right? Because we're unable to fulfill the full box or 2 boxes, it leaves us with the probability that we're going up. It's just a probability. Anything could happen. Let's just see what we get out of this. Right, so the top of the hour is here. Beginning of the month is usually not so critical to us. So it's not like the end of the month when the fix usually has a much bigger impact. Right. We're looking for a bounce from this area. And this zone here should offer us a bounce. Keep this going for another half hour or so. And then I'll have to let you guys go. It is what it is. It's an illusion machine. It's a bag of tricks. This is just for my own sanity. We can move them aside for now. We want to see what happens here. This is our first objective, right? We're either breaking the bottom of the box or we are not. It's kind of a binary decision. Let's see this puppy go home up here somewhere. We'll make a higher high. Let's double check the calendar real quick. I'm curious to see what we got. We've got a bill auction in 25 minutes. And then we're clear for today. Bill auction. Oh, that's why. We're looking to see a bounce in this zone here. That's the first part of it. Let's retest the bounce. Let's retest the inside of that swing. And if the inside of that swing holds us up, we keep going. The streaming service is going really quiet. I have a ton of stuff to learn with this YouTube live now. Interesting. And so we're looking for a resumption like so. Basically, we want to get paid out for the trades that we've laid up, right? The trap that we've laid. We're waiting for the price to fall into our trap. The box I'm using right now comes from a 5-minute chart. This was calculated on a 5-minute chart. And I'm using it on the 1 minute. Wow, wow, wow. There's comments coming through. Wow, this is awesome. Thanks, everybody. I didn't imagine this strategy having so much attention awarded to it. It's nice to experience this.
Malcolm says interest rates won't return to levels as low as they were before the COVID pandemic.
It's nice to experience a stream of income when all we've ever had was a series of losers. So I'm just going to get rid of this. All right, so again, I'm just showing you how I do things. This is not, this is all for demonstration, put it that way. All right, so that's two. Let's recycle maybe one or two. If I see a pullback like so, a little retracement on that wick there, this right here. There's that red candle. Let's see what we can get out of this.
Bank of Canada's Macklin's news conference has ended.
Phew, now we can breathe easy. Just kidding. The CAD does not have much of an impact on our euro. All right, so we bought the red candle. All right, we bought at the bottom of that red candle. The target for that entry is right there, top of the bottom of the box here, 3 pips away. Right, so we're looking to make 3 pips, and in exchange for that, the stop loss is 36 pips away. One of these here is the stop loss for that particular trade. And so that is we refer to as a long tail stop. Right? It's not there to protect the actual trade, but it's there to protect your equity. Right? So more of a ejection seat, not so much of a stop loss. Let's recycle a couple more. Right? If we just get up here, that will enable us to recycle a few winners. Yeah, YouTube seems to have a bit of a delay. Hey, awesome. Yeah, thanks for the comments. Thanks for the accolades, everyone. I enjoy doing this kind of stuff, so it's, it helps me as much as it helps you. All right, I just want to see it move a bit. There we go. As long as it's moving, we can make money. Right? The trend is this white elephant that we don't need to chase. So hopefully the lag and the delay and stuff won't be too much of a hassle. There we go. What does recycling mean? Recycling is reusing the margin that just closed in profit, right? So every time I close a trade with 3 pips, I aim to reopen that trade. Yeah, you could look at this as building a grid. You know, this, like I said before, there's a million ways of milking this cow. Most people are too busy betting the barn. Just milk the cow. You know, lower the bar, bring the bar as low as the bar can go, and target that. And then once you're familiar with, you know, achieving that target, raise it up a little bit. This is just one of many, many tricks in my playbook. It's not the only way to trade. This is what it looks like for today. Oops. Started over here about 4 hours ago. Did about an hour of work, and then I came back. We traded here, and we are now trading this. So I've repeated the same trades or recycled the same margin 3 times. I'm just waiting to get paid on the third attempt. Right, so I've bought on the way down 3 times. I bought on the way down here and I got paid. I bought on the way down here and I got paid. I bought on the way down here and I'm now waiting to get paid. Right? As long as the bottom holds, right? This is a higher low. As long as this higher low holds, the probability is that we're going up and not down. If we break the low, that kind of changes the probabilities. Simple, 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 not necessarily easy. About 10 more minutes, and then I'll have to let you guys go. But we're not leaving empty-handed. You know, we've had a pretty good day, and the strategy remains in play, right? We're not flattening anything. We're just going to let those trades come to the target or find their way to the stop loss.
Just noting the S&P 500 extending gains up to 0.65% now. The dollar's still up as well. Dixie's up 0.2% on the session.
All right, like we always do, let's go take a peek at Dixie. Dixie is coming off its highs. That bodes well for our euro. Yields are going back down. Bodes well for our euro. All right. The correlation is not causation. but it just helps to support our idea for now. Just got to be on the lookout for these correlations to fall apart. Yeah, I'm not sure what the lag and the delay is. I think it might be from where you're located, like globally. YouTube may serve you with the lag. But as long as it's feasible, as long as it works, most of the trades take more than 20 seconds. So it's seldom, it does happen, but it's seldom that we close trades within 20 seconds. All right, so there's that red candle, recycling. One. All right, so now I'm at 12, I'm done. I have to back off the clicks. All right, so the plan remains the same. If we must, we buy box number 3, all the while looking for a move in one direction. This is not random money being spread about. This is even risk being spread as evenly as we can. Right? So it's almost like spreading butter on toast. The outcome of that is an average paycheck. Right? So if we find support that we're looking for in this area here, somewhere here, there's probably a bounce coming. If we don't find support in this box, we probably have a breakout or a breakdown on our way. And that's possibly where we could be heading. Right? Nothing here is abnormal. It's just fear of the unknown that has us running for the hills. Do we want to buy this? Yes. Right? We're buying support right here. This is an assumption, right? We're assuming we will find support here, just like we did once and twice. Think of it as government work. It really is a ballpark. It's not based on accuracy. All right, so now we've delayed gratification. We've laid the trap. In my case, I've been buying since this right there. And now I'm waiting to get paid in that direction in a matter of time. I don't know how long that will be. I don't even know if that will happen that way. It's just, I don't believe in coincidences. And so if they happen to stack up 5 or 6 boxes on top of each other, so be it. You know, I'll ride the coattails. Right? The 5-minute chart and the ladder that we see there gives us an idea of what might be forthcoming. Right? If we break the bottom, if we don't hold, we're going here. If we do hold, we're coming back up and back up and back up. Right? So it's this idea that this allows me to think forward right? An alternative plan. And on the left, I'm trading the actual facts. All right, so on the left are the facts. On the right, it's more or less of a delusion, right? It's what I think might be happening next. The lines are static. I'm just sitting here waiting for the price to come to and from the lines. The box is dynamic, and I can move the boxes anywhere I want. Yeah, if you're having to deal with first in, first out, you have to focus a little bit more on the accuracy of your entry, and you have fewer chances like I'm using here, right? I'm using many, many, many chances to find support. And then when I find what I'm looking for, I get paid. If you're trading futures, you probably want to limit yourself to 1 or 2 clicks per box and use patience instead of many, many, many tries. Right? Because of this first in, first out, the aggregate is what you're trading. And so you're basically trading break even. For me, every time I close a trade, break even moves. If you live in the United States, every time you close a trade, you close the first trade. You're the oldest, not the newest. And sometimes that will screw you over. Right? So when you trade in aggregates, you have to cross break even to make money. Wow, wow, wow. So many questions. I had no idea there'd be that much demand for this. Thank you. We'll have to do this live stuff more often. So recycling, see that trade that just closed here? Well, if we look to our left, we are at support, right here. This is resistance slash support. Let's recycle that trade. Right? That's it, just 1 click. I'm reopening the same trade that's already closed. So I'm just recycling the same margin, trying to make the same money again. If we're wrong, we're wrong. Or if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If the situation arises once in a while where you have to pull the plug early, like before box number 4, if you see something come about like a news event or an outcome that
the
was
chief says that Hamas will deal with any agreement that is based on complete halt of the war and Israeli withdrawal from Gaza seriously and positively.
Any move that is totally unexpected, something that rattles your chain, there's nothing wrong with taking risk off the table, right? Just book a loss. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, right? And nobody's going to poke fun. It's just mathematics. We're approaching it from a probability standpoint. And because of that mindset and that approach, we tend to be preemptive. We are early at the game, like you see here, right? I'm buying on the way down. Everybody else is kind of late. Yeah, this can work anytime, anywhere. The 2 hour window is because 24 hours a day is BS. It's not a good day all day long. There might be 3 or 4 good hours each day. The rest of it is just undue risk. Yep. Yep. There's a standard deviation on pretty much everything out there. It's a distribution. That's all it is. Stream of data. All we're doing with the box is finding a way to filter that stream of data so that we can milk it. Right, so we recycled that trade. Let's see if we get paid for recycling. Right? It'll take time. I have to let everybody go. I have stuff I got to go do, but the plan is the same, right? We don't touch a thing. Don't touch your stop losses because we've already agreed to this. Don't touch your targets because that's the name of the game. You know, we're looking to make consistent profits, not random profits. And then let it play out. See what comes of this. And those of you in my community, I'll see you guys in the morning. Those of you on YouTube Live, I'll see you next time I do a YouTube Live. Enjoy yourselves. Trade safe, everybody. Bye-bye.